What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from The Quartering, and it appears Phillip Defranco has poked his little head out and finally had an interesting thing to say about YouTube suppression, shadow banning, and things like that. Of course, only when it's directly affecting him does he care, but I think it's important to note that Phillip Defranco does have long-term high-ranking connections with people inside of YouTube, and his message will be heard. He also brought important receipts, which I'll share with you as well, that essentially prove the point. Now, he frames this as this grand plan of YouTube to protect people, particular makeup content creators. I think you would know who I'm talking about. But quite honestly, this kind of suppression is something I deal with, and anybody who covers real news and a real opinion here on YouTube deals with every day. The one time it affects Phillip Defranco, he uploads a video having a total meltdown about it. Now, as you can tell, I don't love the guy, but that's because he has a long history of misrepresenting stories and being completely biased. Now, before we get into all of that, huge shout out to this video's sponsor. Huge shout out to this video's sponsor, BlueBlox. Look, I've been on my phone and TV more than I've ever been in my life, and I think that's probably the same for most people right now. I noticed my eyes feeling kind of heavy, and I was sometimes having problems actually falling asleep, and I figured out that it was coming from too much blue light. Blue light damages our eyes and leads to digital eye strain. Symptoms of digital eye strain are blurred vision, headaches, dry, watery eyes. BlueBlox was created to fix this problem and block out blue light with high-quality lenses. Unlike other types of blue light glasses, BlueBlox are evidence-backed and made under optics laboratory conditions in Australia. They have over 40 cool frames to choose from and come in prescription and non-prescription, as well as readers, so they have frames for just about everyone. Get your energy back, sleep better, block out the unhealthy effects of blue light with BlueBlox. That's BlueBlox.com/thequartering. Or just click the link below in the pinned comment and make sure to use code THEQUARTERING to get free shipping worldwide on orders over $115 plus 20% off. I use my BlueBlox all the time. Your support will not only bring you relief, but help support the channel. Now, you might be asking, Jeremy, why don't you like Philly D? He's one of the good guys. Well, who can forget just a few of his most popular gaffes, starting with the BetterHelp shilling, a video that remains one of his most disliked in a long time, where he had shilled this mental health app. And this is one of the things in the YouTube community. There are unwritten rules as a YouTuber. Look, I have been very clear that I will take almost any advertiser on this channel. Whatever the mobile game is, I'm going to take it because it helps me pay my employees, helps me support my family, and everyone out there has always been very supportive of that. But the mental health market moving into YouTube is widely frowned upon. You can sell whatever mobile game you want or whatever prepping package you want or whatever. Nobody cares. But once you start monetizing people's mental health, that's an issue. Well, Philly D made a lot of money shilling BetterHelp to his fans, and the reactions were exactly as you would expect. I feel scammed by Philip. He tried to convince me that I was beautiful, but my parents were married, and my parents were married when I was born. As the great PewDiePie said, don't treat your fans as dollar signs. Again, here, so wait, you didn't even tell Boogie that you were taking a cut of his money. Essentially, Phillip Defranco had signed a deal with BetterHelp and then used his connections with other YouTubers to proliferate that deal, and he was taking a cut of that. So he was getting a cut of his own, and then he was getting a cut of anyone else he signed up. This particular deal is not even that really nefarious. It happens all the time on YouTube. But the issue, you could see spoiler alert, damage control, no apology. And then who could forget his wonderful 2-minute video where he uploaded talking about the Covington kids having a nuclear bad take on it and deleting the video, eventually initially having to send an apology, which is good. But again, here people were mad because it was yet another time where Philly got a story entirely wrong and was blinded by his own bias. However, yesterday he put out a video talking about how YouTube is ending his channel. Look, I get it. I've done the same type of video, and I've told you, right now, there's like a huge lull in interaction. Everybody in the space, not just me, is losing subscribers nearly every single day. Views are down nearly 30-40% for some channels. It's 25 to 30% for my channel. And this happens 3 to 4 times a year. And YouTube never, not once, will communicate with us about what they're doing in the background, because that's exactly what they're doing. They're doing some sort of test, or they're doing some sort of, data cleansing or something like that. And they don't tell us. Of course, they care about our mental health. But you see here, wow, YouTube is killing my channel. Well, when you cover spicy topics, we all know that you're going to see some suppression. I have a secondary channel where I talk about like hard politics, and that's called Midwestly. And those videos almost never get any search recommendation. That's because I'm not Fox News and I'm not CNN, and so they bury your video automatically. Yesterday, he put out a video where he talks about the average impressions that he gets on a video, and the important data here is the data that we need to look at here is in this small section of the video, which I'll play for you now.
Impressions, an impression click-through rate of 11.3%, with the average impressions on a video that doesn't like super blow up being somewhere between 7 to 10 million. And then we compare that to yesterday's video.
So he talks about, in this first clip, he gets between 7 and 10 million impressions on every single video that he puts out, which means an impression is every time your video appeared, whether it's in the search results, and I'm guessing also in sub feeds. Okay. So 7 to 10 million. Then he puts out a video yesterday talking about some kind of spicy stuff, and you'll see.
With the average impressions on a video that doesn't like super blow up being somewhere between 7 to 10 million. And then we compare that to yesterday's video, just over 500,000 views, an impression click-through rate of 22.5%. People were very interested in the content.
Almost double the average impression click-through rate, which is 22%, is like amazingly good on YouTube. If you have even 10%, that's really good too.
Contents of video, but get ready for it, only 1.1 million impressions, which is one.
So they drop them from 7 to 10 million impressions down to just 1 million impressions. Now, YouTube has always declared that, well, when we see a video that's like a spicy topic, then we'll only not show it to a tiny percent of people, maybe 1% of your fans, people who are using like the Kids app or something of that nature. But Philly D does bring the receipts here on that too.
Wild, because I've been told by people at YouTube in the past that when I get suppressed, it just means that underage, non-subscribed people don't get my videos. But
all right, so here he confirms that it's, people under 18 who are not subscribed are not seeing your videos. However,
that's a lie, because according to YouTube's own analytics, the people that watch me under the age of 18 is under 1%.
That's actually pretty shocking to me. So again, this completely disproves the fact that it's just, hey, it's just a protective thing.
You look at the number of impressions on a normal video compared to what happened yesterday. They didn't make it so that I was only going out to 99% of people, 90% of people, 80% of people. They cut my reach down to 10 to 15%. That is genuinely crazy. Meaning that if
it's an 85% cut in reach for a video on a topic that they don't particularly think is good for their image. That's how it looks. That's how it looks, right? I know that there are particular videos that, and they've long said that, oh, if your video gets hit with the yellow dollar sign, it's not really that bad. It's just that it's not going to get the best kind of ads, which is, we've all known for a long time, complete and utter baloney sausage.
If YouTube did not suppress and smother this video, they treated it like one of my worst performing videos in the last 2 weeks. It would have around 1.35 million views, or just to even be super conservative, 1 million plus. And understand, the reason that this is an issue is so disconnected from money. Whether that video got 200,000 views, 2 million, 20 million views, I was getting paid the same. Right? We got so used to being demonetized, I built out a whole new business.
Right, most of his videos, this is the thing in the news space. When you cover this kind of stuff, your videos aren't going to get ads, but they're also usually very popular. So, you know, to summarize, what Defranco really shows here is suppression can reach as much as 85% on videos that you would be forgiven to assume are just inconvenient because it was on serious claims made about a wildly popular YouTuber. And in any other algorithm, this is massive news. Remember the guy that had the island and did all the things? Well, he wasn't a YouTuber, but videos about him were receiving millions and millions and millions and millions and millions of views. So one would be forgiven if they thought that this was simply to protect Mr. Paul or other wildly popular YouTubers. And, you know, it's interesting to me. This is why, you know, as a YouTuber, I push my subscribe stars so much, because I want to get to that level where Philly D is, where it doesn't matter anymore. What do you think about this story? I'll be interested to see if you think YouTube will reply or respond. If you made it this far in the video and you haven't yet subscribed, I hope today will be the day I earn your subscription. There's a red subscribe button down right below the video. If you are subscribed, please make sure, double check that you're still subscribed, because the purge is going. I hope you enjoyed this video. We'll talk to you again real soon.